Hey guys, welcome to my show. Hope you are doing great and staying safe. So, in today's podcast, I'm going to talk about one of the trending topics in India, boycott Chinese products. I know you guys have probably seen lots of videos or read lots of articles about this topic, but what I found in all those videos and articles, they have just talked about boycotting Chinese products. They do not shed any light on what would be its implications on Indian economy, how Indians can really not buy Chinese products and still have their needs or requirements fulfilled. So I thought I should make an episode on this. So let's start. In my opinion, India cannot directly become self-reliant. This is because we do not have all the Indian alternatives to Chinese products. First, India has to become non-China reliant. That means use non-Chinese products for which we do not have any Indian alternatives. And then eventually developing Indian alternatives for all those possible products and move towards becoming self-reliant India. If boycotting Chinese products was so easy, trust me, the US would have done it by now. US would not have wasted its resources and money to deal with trade war between the US and China. US even has options to trade with cheaper markets like India. But it's not easy, and US and China are still having troubles with the trade. There is a reason why it is very difficult to beat Chinese products and become self-reliant, not only for India, but for any other country for that matter. Boycott Chinese products. This movement is not only in India. Other countries like Philippines, Vietnam and Japan are also trying to become self-reliant since the last couple of years. In India, this is not the first time when we are trying to boycott Chinese products. It was in October 2014 when Indians first called for boycott Chinese products. I'm sure you guys must be hearing about boycotting Chinese products for last couple of years as well. Actually, during every major Indian festival like Diwali, you see WhatsApp forwards about boycotting Chinese products. But even after that, actually India's import of Chinese products over the last few years shows that we are doing exactly the opposite thing. What I found that in 2010, the value of import from China was 1.46 lakh crores and in 2019 it was 4.92 lakh crores. So you can see in just 9 years, Chinese import have been increased by almost 400%. Now we need to think, even after 6 years of boycotting movement, why we failed to boycott Chinese products. So let's see what could be the reasons. First thing is, India is a cost driven market. For example, if you want to buy say TV and you have like two options, from one is Chinese brand and one is Indian brand, and Chinese brand is less expensive compared to Indian brand, and just because of that you go for Chinese brand. Actually, we are not ready to spend some more money in order to boost the Indian economy because we want to save our money, and which is fair. After all, this is your hard-earned money and obviously you want to save as much as possible. Do you know why Chinese products are so cheap? China being a communist country, it devalues its currency whenever they want. What this means is, say for example, before devaluation, $1 was equal to 5 yuan, which is China's currency, and after devaluation, $1 becomes 10 yuan. Then with $1, if you were able to buy say one cell phone, then after the devaluation, you can buy two cell phones with the same $1. So because of this, price of Chinese products in the world market drops by almost half, giving them the necessary advantage to remain the cheapest product manufacturer in the world. So it is very hard for other countries to compete against China with respect to the cost of the products. The second thing is innovation. You probably have seen lots of videos of Chinese people making small innovative products every now and then. Nowadays, Chinese mobile phone companies are so innovative that they are ahead of Apple. Obviously, not in all the innovations, but in some innovations. You can see that iPhones are not coming up with any more new innovative features. The only iPhone with 3 cameras is the iPhone 11 Pro, and that was launched last year only. Whereas Chinese phones are having not 3 but 4 cameras for the last 2 to 3 years. This shows us that China is very much ahead in innovation than rest of the world in case of cell phones. Because of this, most of the Chinese products are less expensive and have more features compared to other Indian products. And we want value for our money, so we go for Chinese products. You might remember there is an Indian cell phone company called Micromax. Just because of not innovating enough, they are very much behind in the market. Chinese cell phones have acquired 72% of India's cell phone market share. Just think about that. There are other sectors as well which are dominated by Chinese brands such as telecom industry, steel industry, pharma industry, home appliances and many more. Not only this, but Chinese companies such as Alibaba and PUBG's parent company Tencent have also invested in Indian startups, and some of which are unicorns. Unicorns are basically startups having a valuation more than $1 billion. So you can imagine how deep Chinese companies are into the Indian markets. So now let's talk about what we can do to reduce dependence on Chinese products. Right now, as you all know, one thing that can be done immediately is to delete Chinese apps like TikTok, UC browser and install alternative Indian or other apps. By the way, the Mitro app, which is an alternative of TikTok, is back on the Google Store. Also, while buying a cell phone, go for Asus, which is Taiwan's company, Micromax, which is an Indian company, Samsung, which is Korean, Nokia, which is a Finnish, means Finland's company. We can do the same thing while buying every other product. For example, say TV or home appliances. So basically what we have to do is try to find Indian alternatives to Chinese products. For other products for which we do not have any other Indian alternatives, we need some time in order to make better and less expensive alternatives. But until then, we can buy non-Chinese products. As we know, most of the Chinese products are not of a good quality. So Indian companies can make better quality products so that customers can buy them even if they are a bit expensive than Chinese products. For this, customers should also focus more on quality than cost. Other thing is, Indian government should talk to China to wide open its market for Indian companies. This will increase India's export. As per experts, this is a very good opportunity for India to become a leader in world trade and become one of the largest economies in the world. So guys, this is up to us Indians to help India to become one of the largest economies in the world. And I'm very sure and I'm confident that we will definitely become successful in this. Alright guys, that's it for today. All the best. Do let me know in the comment section what do you think about this episode and let me know other topics you want me to talk about. If you like this episode, please leave a like and share it with your friends and family and do subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.